Last time on Idiots at Sea.
Now can I break the doll?
No.
Come on, Cal believes in fairy tales.
I don't want Quinn anywhere near me.
I'm a salty, salty bitch.
Really good pipe weed.
You guys have successfully defeated the head of the bandits at the house, Sambalet. You guys have pretty much just taken out the smuggling ring that was there, since pretty much everyone has either been dead or kidnapped. You guys are now back in town, and everything is surprisingly peaceful right now. So just so everyone can remember, here is the map of the town. Yeah, so it is morning time now. Everyone has had a good sleep after their success. And you each get approached by your various representatives, and they tell you that there's going to be a emergency council meeting today around noon.
Alrighty.
Throws my plans out of the water.
What was that, Chelsea?
That throws my plans out of the water.
What were you wanting to do?
You can't really go fishing before noon. Doesn't work.
That is the statement of someone who has clearly never been fishing.
Oh,
yeah.
I've been fishing. It takes hours.
Yeah, so you usually start at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, the earlier the better.
I was gonna say Ella starts fishing around 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so is there anything anyone would like to do for the morning? For now?
Ella wants to find old Sammy.
Okay.
She's very worried about him because she couldn't find him yesterday.
So in that case, you spend just a couple hours checking around town beforehand. You check the snapping line where you've seen him before, and when you go there, you run into Hannah, the barkeep and owner, and she tells you that she hasn't seen him yet today, but if he does show up, that she will let him know that you're looking for him.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are not able to locate him before noon, at least.
Dagnabbit.
Anyone else like to do for the morning?
I want to use speak with animals and go fishing with my cat
Okay.
on the boat.
Okay. So you get out there and you cast speak with animals while you're fishing. Is there anything you're saying to Sebastian or any of the fish you're catching or anything like that? Anyone in particular you're talking to?
Just talking to Sebastian at this point in time, asking him how he's doing, how he enjoys the town.
He's gonna kind of complain about how you guys haven't actually had a chance to explore anything, and how Gellen's thrown some mighty fine feasts. He does kind of miss the more what's the word? I guess like home style kind of cooking that I was used to back on your ship.
And what does he think of the party members?
He's going to tell you that he likes the smells of Ella and Desi, but he doesn't like how Lana makes a bit of like a metallic clanging while she's walking around. Thinks she might be a little bit too loud.
What about Cal?
Cal, he's still kind of on the fence on, since he hasn't really had a chance to interact with him much. And of course, you also get the unfortunate notice of while you're fishing, anytime you catch a fish, you hear them screaming at you.
Okay.
So just like, I can't breathe! Why am I out here? As they flop around and whatnot.
Wow.
She's the one who casts speak with animals while she's out fishing.
You're a psychopath.
It's not speak with animal, it's speak with animals. She has the ability to comprehend beasts for the 10 minutes while it lasts.
To be fair, I'm assuming I'm putting them into a bucket of seawater, so.
Well, they're still screaming as you pull them out.
I mean, you did just impale their face with a hook.
Get the one fish that's kind of into it. Ugh, throw that one back.
talking among themselves, like, why are we in this bucket? What's going on? I want to go back out to sea. And like one will like jump out of the bucket and start flopping, like, oh god, hop back in the bucket, things like that. The spell wears off and they just sound like fish again.
Okay. That's all. When it gets closer to time, I'll head back to inland.
Lana would like to spend the morning exploring the town, getting to know the townspeople, and if I know where Desi is staying, I'd like to also invite her to join me to explore.
You will know that Desi has been staying with Eleander Fireborn, the head of the town guard.
Okay. Yeah, I will happily invite Desi to come explore the town with me. Is Desi a local, or is she an out-of-towner like I am? I can't remember.
She's not from as far away as you, but she is not a local. Desi, you have told them like where you come from by this point?
No.
Okay.
We haven't really sat down and talked about that stuff yet. I don't think, right?
Mm-mm.
No, not really.
Okay, then no, she hasn't really told anybody anything like that.
You would at least know just through your time working in the army that there are a lot of wood elf settlements in the area, so you could at least kind of guess that she might be from like one of those.
Okay. But yeah, I'll show up after I get the announcement that we've got a meeting and ask Desi if she wants to go out to breakfast and explore the town with me.
Desi would love to do that. She
Yes.
hasn't explored anything yet.
I'm going to say, first, is there a particular section of town that you guys would like to explore?
I was thinking just wander.
Okay.
Fine with me.
Especially just on your walk up there, you will have 100% seen the Sharkfin Bridge, the weekly market, the green market, the empty nets, and the mining company headquarters. Yeah, so you guys will check around the town. You'll see like the markets are open and things like that. All sorts of people like hawking their wares and whatnot. Desi, someone's going to approach you and ask if you want to buy a goat for a gold.
Careful, Desi would do it.
I will say no thank you to the merchant and kind of scuttle Desi along.
Smart. Very smart.
We may have only known each other 2 days, but I know better.
Since Ella's out and about looking for old Sammy, would she run into them?
I would say yeah. You probably run into each other over at the weekly market.
Ella, over here.
Care to join us in our exploration of the town? Maybe show us around a bit?
Oh, certainly. What are you looking to see?
Personally, I'm just trying to get my bearings. What about you, Desi? Is there anything you want to see?
Not really. Just everything.
Well, there's a lot of everything, and we have a time limit.
Well, we don't have to see everything right now. We can just see half of everything.
Ella's gonna kind of tap her chin. Well, have you guys eaten yet today?
Yeah, we got breakfast not too long ago.
Eliminates a few different places. Where are they right now?
You guys are right now at the weekly market.
Ah.
So you guys are effectively at like Ye Olde Mall.
Ye olde mall.
Love it.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could always just show you my place. It's not far from here.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. She'll kind of motion for them to follow her. At this point, she's just given up looking for old Sammy. She'll find him eventually.
So you show off your house. You'll also get time to show off the fishmonger's plant that's nearby, since you commonly go there to get your wares salted and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna have each of you make a. Actually, I'll have Desi and Lana each make a perception check for me, because just as like as you're looking around as you explore, and if you guys do well enough, I'll unveil another location for you. Go Lana.
Wow.
So
This isn't my first new town.
yeah, so Desi, you will notice a little shop nearby the fishmonger's place called the Dwarven Anvil, which, once you point it out, Ella will explain to you is a local blacksmith.
Okay.
And it's run by a woman named Mafera and her son Jasker as her current journeyman.
Okay.
And then Lana, you actually notice way off in the distance, you see people coming and going to a little general store way kind of almost out of town called Winston Store, which is run by a retired soldier named Winston, who just kind of has all sorts of different wares that you can find. Yeah, so you guys get a chance to explore the town, whatnot. And then we'll go ahead and fast forward to noon. Council hall bell starts ringing. Everyone assembles. So now that once everyone's gathered, Ida will come forward and be like, "Thank you again for your help with the quote unquote haunted house. We had feelings that it wasn't actually haunted, but to think it was a smuggling ring. We appreciate that. Not only did you deal with that, but you got back some stolen wares for us too. However, after reviewing your reports, we are a bit concerned about the potentially other group that might come back and reestablish. After all, if they were signaling out to something, there's got to be like a ship or something that's going to come in. And if we don't take care of that too, then your work might actually end up being for naught. We think that they're going to come back at the next new moon, since that is when the eerie lights were being seen from the house. And we would like you guys to potentially pose as smugglers and try and take out the ship if you can.
I don't see a problem with that.
I'm just gonna kind of smirk to myself, being like, I can totally do that.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. We are going to keep a patrol over in that area just in case the ship does show up early. But we do believe that nothing's going to happen until the new moon in 2 weeks. And as always, if there's anything we can do to help you prepare, please just let us know and we will do what we can.
Of course.
Would any of them know about the treaty that we found?
Are you pulling out the treaty to show them?
I want to just ask if anybody knows anybody about the demigod lose, whatever you say it.
It's IOs. It's IUZ.
IUs.
Ada will go, oh yes, they have a headquarters over by the Empty Nets. It's the faithful quartermasters of IUs. They come here to do trade with us, since Saltmarsh is a big source of food for their realm, just because the place where they live is scarce in natural resources, but high in magic. So they come here and trade with us constantly.
All right, thank you.
In that case, you guys will all be dismissed. The bell stops ringing because the meeting is done, and you all have 2 weeks until it's mission time.
I want to ask Ella if she wants to go with me to check out those people that I just asked about.
Certainly.
All right, is now a good time for you?
I mean, I don't have any other plans for the rest of the day.
All right, let's go.
Are you only asking Ella, or are you asking the whole party?
I mean, I asked Ella.
Well, okay. Are you asking in the presence of the other party members?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's what Ella's gonna do. Ella's gonna turn to Lana and Desi. You two should come too.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head over there, and you arrive, and you run into this tall tiefling woman who's wearing all sorts of intricate gold jewelry, and with honestly some kind of disturbing designs. And she's going to go, "Hi, welcome to the quartermasters. Is there anything that I can do for ye?"
I happen to have a bit of paperwork on me that I'd like you to take a look at.
And you're going to hand over the treaties, right?
Yeah.
The captain takes it, looks over, goes, and I'm assuming by the fact you have this that Sanballat is dead.
Aye.
Shame, but as the new holder, you are welcome to take his place, so to speak.
Tell me more.
I'm gonna go ahead and she does some rummaging through the back. She's kind of like holds up a finger, be like, 1 sec, or whatnot. And she comes out with a treasure chest that she opens up that has a variety of different random items. She's gonna go, as you may know, my land does not have much to go on as far as edibles, but we have all sorts of connections and access to magic. As the holder of this treatise, you are given access to our wares. We just ask that if you wish to continue our little bargain here, for 50 gold pieces a week, we will be bringing in magic items that change out every week as we get new shipments. And let's just say I can let you guys have first access before things move on to the ship and get sent elsewhere.
I'm gonna glance at the rest of the party, trying to gauge their interest.
So let me just make sure I understand this. She's charging 50 gold a week to have access to their wares that she would sell to us, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But she does have the current shipment for you guys to look through to kind of get an idea if you guys want to check it out beforehand. Yeah, she says that Soundbullet's already paid for this week, so I'll go ahead and let you guys have access to this as the new holder. But if you want to continue beyond here, we're going to have to strike a bargain.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let me
Ella
add
wants to
a-
take a look.
Okay, so she's going to go ahead and Zendros is going to pull out the chest and pops it open. And inside right now, you guys can see there is 3 vials with some forms of liquid in them. Parchment that you guys think looks like could be a spell scroll. A necklace, a pair of gauntlets, and a pair of goggles. When you're able to recognize one of the potions as a standard potion of healing.
Nice, Desi.
So, Desi, as an herbalist yourself, you recognize all 3 potions. There's Potion of Healing, which Quinn already pointed out. There's also a Potion of Clairvoyance and a Potion of Longevity.
So I'm gonna just let them know what all 3 are.
And then while you can't tell what the scroll is because you don't recognize the spell, you do know it is a spell scroll of some sort. And you can at least tell that, of course, the goggles, necklace, and gauntlets are of various levels of magical ability. You do, Lana, you do recognize that there's the symbol for Torm on the necklace.
That was the one I was just about to ask about. I will ask Zendros about the necklace.
He goes, you got a good eye there. It's a necklace of adaptation. When you wear it, you can breathe in any environment, including underwater or even in harmful gas.
That's a nice necklace. How much are you selling it for?
She's gonna look at you and go, normally for such an item, I would require 300 gold pieces. But you guys I've heard about your successful adventure over to the mansion. And between that and to honor our new friendship and show that I can be compassionate, I will offer it to you 50% off. So 150 gold pieces.
Sold. And I very much look forward to doing business with her.
And congratulations, you have a necklace of adaptation.
Is there anything that I would recognize that I would be able to possibly use?
It looks like the gauntlets would fit, as would the goggles.
Okay, tell me more about these goggles.
These are goggles of knights. All you have to do is throw them on, and even a human like you will be able to see just like the wariest elf. They'll give you dark vision.
And how much are you selling them for?
As with your friend there, normally it's go for 300 gold pieces, but again, as you guys are heroes, and to show again that I can be very helpful to new patrons, I will sell it to you for 50% off. So 150 gold pieces.
What say you to dropping it down just a little bit more?
Make a persuasion check.
Damn it.
Nice try, Quinn.
She just laughs at you and goes, laddie, I may be cordial, but we're not quite in that good of terms yet. Sorry, 150 is the lowest I'll go, and even then, I'm risking losing my profit, even offering it to you for that low.
What about a deal for both the gauntlets and the goggles?
What do you have in mind?
Maybe I'd be willing to trade you something, even if it's just services for both of them, plus a little bit of gold.
I'll tell you what. I will drop the price of the goggles by another 30 gold if you guys are willing to keep an eye out for something for me.
What might that be?
I'm looking for an apparatus of Qualish.
Okay, what is that?
It's a barrel-shaped contraption, very large, that let's just say can be useful for someone in a position like mine, as far as sea travel and potential protection for my people back home. So if you promise to keep an eye out for this, and should you find one, bring it to me. I will not only drop 30 gold off of the cost of those goggles, but if you do recover one, I will also offer you magic items of your choice, should you recover it for me.
You have a deal, little lady.
She spits in her hand and offers it to you.
I spit in mine and shake it as well.
Ew.
I see you're familiar with the customs of us out at sea.
I
I have a feeling this is going to be a great partnership.
agree.
And just so you know, Lana, your magic item does require attunement, so just after about 10 minutes, it'll attune to you.
Okay.
This is mainly important because characters do have an attunement limit. So normally it's 3 items that you can attune to.
Okay.
So she's going to go ahead and Azendra's going to look at the people who haven't bought anything yet and go, anything else that's remaining catch any of your eye?
Bella's just gonna shake her head. No, but thank you anyways.
How much for the healing potion?
Since I've been discounting everything, this one will be 30 gold pieces.
Okay, I would like to take that, please.
So you hand over 30 gold, and congratulations, you have a potion of healing.
Yay.
All right, well, in that case, after all the shopping is done, Zendros will turn to you all and go, thank you kindly for your business. If you wish to continue our patronage, please just go ahead and return next week with 50 gold, and I will be happy to show you the new wares.
What if we didn't show up next week? Would it still be in place the week after? Like, could we take a break from a week?
I understand that sometimes there's money troubles, but I do need a consistent source of income. So I'll tell you what, since you guys are local heroes now, should you skip a week, I will drop the restart costs down to just an extra 20 gold should you take a break.
Yeah, thank you.
What if we're out of town for some reason? Do we just let you know before we leave or send you a letter?
Just let me know, or we do get mail here. Just some form of letting us know what's going on, so we can know to expect a late payment.
Alrighty then.
After all, I know the life of adventure sometimes takes you away for long periods of time, correct?
Yes.
But rest assured, when you return, my wares will be here, and with updated stock.
Good to know.
Well, thank you very much for being so kind, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Aye, the pleasure's mine, heroes. She kind of laughs a little bit as she says it.
I'm assuming we're all leaving the building now.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm gonna stretch a little bit and ask everybody, so what y'all up to today?
Ella was showing us the town.
Oh?
Since I'm a local and whatnot, I ran into these two down at the weekly market and thought I'd give them a little bit of a tour.
Are you done with the tour?
No.
We just got started, really.
When I'd be able to join.
Of course. Ella's just kind of standing there tapping her chin thoughtfully. Alright, I've decided. Just kind of nods her head.
Decided what?
She's gonna go ahead and clap her hands together. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a fish fry for all of us.
What's a fish fry?
I'll go catch some good local fish, and then I'll cook them up for us.
I have some fish that I caught earlier.
She just kind of grins a little bit. Oh, trust me, I can get better.
I don't eat fish.
You don't eat fish?
I don't eat meat.
Oh! She gets a little excited. That means I can try some of the sea vegetation. That's exciting.
Okay.
We'll make sure to have something for you to eat, Desi.
That's good.
In that case, on the tour, we can also stop by and pick up some vegetables, too.
Okay.
And beer. Beer is
Yes,
I second
lots
the beer.
of beer.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Alright.
we can have it at my place.
What?
We can have it at my place tomorrow?
Where
Where
is
else?
your place?
She just kind of smiles. In town.
Care to show us?
We were already there.
Fuck.
Ella's gonna start walking towards town again.
Come on, let's go look at all the nummy vegetables.
Yes.
Come on, Quinn.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Green market.
Okay, so since you guys are at the quartermasters right now, if you're heading into town, you guys will pass the green market, which Ella, you know, it would be the common place for people to get just all sorts of ingredients here. Desi, the guy, approached you again and is like, "Oh, you're back for the goats."
I am.
No goat.
What?
Still not interested in the goat.
Sorry, mister. Another time.
Oh, but if you buy this goat, I might throw in this cow for free.
Lana, we could get a cow too.
I'm gonna push Desi away from this man.
Ella just kind of chuckles.
You guys are gonna hear in the background, "Why would you ever help me sell you?" And the goat just kind of hits him in the leg real quick.
Some people rumor that that's his wife that got turned into a goat and he's just trying to get rid of her.
Ouch. That's cold.
Ella's gonna look to see what kind of vegetables she wants to cook up. Desi, what are your favorites?
I like everything except Brussels sprouts.
That's okay. I don't like Brussels sprouts either.
And I like carrots, and I like onions, and I like corn, and I like cabbage, and I like lettuce.
Hearing all this, you're gonna hear Alicia. "Oh, I've got all of that over here."
Okay.
And he's gonna throw together a little basket for you guys.
Aw.
And 15 silver for the lot.
Okay.
So you go ahead and hand over 15 silver, and you now have a bunch of ingredients for your dinner tomorrow.
Ooh, gonna be good.
So as you go down, you walk over. You get to the bridge. Ella, since you were leading the tour, are you taking them over the bridge, or are you checking out some of the areas that's still on this side of the bridge?
Since we're over here, I'll go ahead and show them this side of the bridge.
Okay. So in that case, you guys are going to go off a bit, and you're going to go ahead and check out this place here. It's a leather goods shop run by a woman named Kiorna Kester. You guys arrive and walk in, and Kiorna is going to go, "Oh, Ella! Long time no see! How are you doing, love?"
She's just gonna kind of wave happily. Hello! It's so good to see you. I'm well. How about yourself?
"Oh, good, good. Business is a little slow right now, but it's nice to be able to take some time to breathe, you know?"
She kind of chuckles. I do know. I'm actually showing some of the newest members of our task force around the city.
Oh.
Thought I'd bring them over here to see the place.
"I heard about you all. Welcome, welcome. If you ever need any leather goods whatsoever, please feel free to come and let me know. I even do commissions.
It's true. She's very talented.
Does she have goods on display and such as well?
Yeah, you can see all sorts of like leather armors and things like that. Little just random like things of furniture made out of leather and hide, cloaks, gloves, boots, all sorts of things like that.
Okay.
As you guys are looking around, you guys also see there's a little not quite bounty board, but similar, where there's postings for wanted leathers and things like that.
What have we here?
Ah, so you've seen my request board. If you happen to bring me any intact hide of a rare or dangerous creature, I will be happy to pay for it. I will say though, I do have a reputation to uphold, so I do need it to be fairly well put together. I can kind of make do with if it's not perfect, but the better the quality, the better the pay.
What if we brought you something slightly more alive than normal?
I mean, I'm not an adventurer. I don't have much skill, and honestly, the stuff that I'm looking for, if I were to try to do it, oh, that would be the death of me. Why do you think I need adventurers?
Okay.
So Kiona is also just going to look at you guys and go, so is there anything I can help you with while you're here?
Not quite at the moment. So you do have some amazing pieces. And I'll start looking at some of her pieces in more detail.
Thank you kindly. It's a skill that has run in my family for generations, so I'm glad to be able to continue on the family name. And as you look through, you'll see that there's lots of different other goods. Some even you guys can tell like have some magical properties and things like that.
Ella will just kind of be chilling out, waiting for everybody to be finished looking.
Yeah, so there's things like belts, harnesses, couches, straps for ships. You guys even see some kits for people, for journeyman leather workers to try and start their own practice and things like that.
Well, after examining some of the pieces, Lana will be ready to move on if everybody else is.
Yeah. Desi's not super interested in that stuff. What about you, Quinn? You buying some stuff?
How is my leather armor right now, Clint?
I mean, it's taking some scratches. There's like maybe a puncture wound or two, but it's still holding up pretty well.
Alright, I'm fine for now, but I'll keep this place in mind.
I will say you do see some studded leathers that are there, which would be at least a slight upgrade.
And how much are they running?
Yeah, Kiorna's gonna see you looking at the studded leather and go, "Oh yes, that would be a solid upgrade compared to your current piece." Since you guys are heroes, and as a thank you to Ella for bringing some patronage my way, I will sell you studded leather for 35 gold pieces.
What if I trade you this here coat and then we drop it down to 30?
And I'm assuming you pull out the oilskin coat that you found, right? Oh, I can clearly see that this coat is used, though the material is nice, and I can maybe even recycle it. How about 33?
31.
Make a persuasion check.
Damn it.
Getting better.
You went up by 5 points.
Actually, she's gonna say, you know what? Tell you what. Do you plan on trading in your current leather armor?
Aye.
Trade that into. I'll drop it to 30.
Okay, you have a deal.
All right. So then you guys are heading out.
Yep, we'll go ahead and
Okay.
continue.
In that case, you guys would next go over to here, Cool Watch Tower, which Ella, you will explain to them is the first defensive building that was ever built in Saltmarsh, and it serves as an armory and a lookout, as well as an official base for the guard. And as you guys approach, actually, Eleander is here, and he's going to go, "Hail! It's good to see you all.
Hey!
Hi, Ellie.
What brings you over to my neck of the woods?"
I'm just giving our newest members of the city a little bit of a tour.
Ah, well, welcome to Hool Watch Tower. if you ever need to find any of the guardsmen and we're not over in the barracks, chances are we're here. And you guys will check out the tower, and this is like a big tower. You guys see guards coming and going. And you also see a little job board hanging out in the front, too.
Okay, what's up with the job board? Tell me more.
All right. You go ahead and check out the job board, and there's two jobs posted here right now. Someone is looking for some stolen goods that were taken by goblins out in the cool marshes. And there is reports of a patrol missing in the drowned forest.
Goblins and a missing troop?
Yes. Checking out the board has a couple pictures of goblins, and it says, help, my husband has been robbed. His cart was attacked by the cool marshes on the way to town. If you could find any of the wares that were stolen and return them, we will be happy to reward you. It says that there were various metalworks that were taken, including some rare minerals and and some sets of chainmail. And then it's going to say that culprit was goblins. Over in the cool marshes, about halfway between the Dunwater River and Silverstand, and it's got a reward of 100 gold pieces for the return of every item that was stolen, and a reward of 75 if only part of it can be returned, a reward of 30 if nothing can be returned but the goblins are dealt with.
Okay, and what's the details on the missing troop of guards?
This one you actually will you'll see Aleander's insignia is stamped on it, and it says a patrol of that was part of the Treaty of Fire went missing in the drowned forests. We unfortunately do not know what happened to them, as we have not been able to make contact and not heard from any of the members of the troop, but they have been missing for about a week now. It does say wary to only apply at your own risk, as the drowned forest is known for having very strong creatures and even rumors of a portal to the abyssal plane hiding in the forest. But yeah, it'll say if you can, any information will be worth 300 gold pieces, and if you find anyone alive, it's a bonus of 100 gold per person that is alive and returned. Potentially upwards of plus 500 if the entire troop is found.
I was about to ask, so it's a 5-man troop?
Yep. They are also willing to, if you find evidence of one of their demise, they will be willing to pay you 60% in exchange for any equipment or anything like that can be recovered from the body, so they can return it to the loved ones.
Okay.
All right, shall we continue?
Yes.
So you guys continue down. You'll pass by the barracks and the Wicker Goat. You'll see the city gate. And you'll head around down towards Aleander's house, and you guys will stop at the mining company headquarters as you guys go around. And Manistred is here, and she goes, it's the task force. What can I do for you?
Ella will explain once again that she's, giving her task force members a tour of the town since they're new.
Welcome to town, of course. My apologies if I never gave you a proper welcome. But, with running the mine is just so busy, I almost don't even have time for my council duties. And you guys are going to see, tons of dwarves are coming back and forth. Lots of, mining tools are being moved around and things like that. You see some people coming in covered in soot, coal, and things like that.
So this is just the main head building for a mine?
Yeah, this is where all the mining operations are run out of. Like this is the effectively this is the business side of the mine is here.
Okay.
They keep track of like the shipping records of when they're shipping out the various different materials, when supplies are supposed to arrive, etc. Things like that.
That's it. We'll, go ahead and continue.
You guys go ahead and make your way to a nearby place called Kaladek Tower, where you guys don't go in just because Ella, you're gonna warn them. It's like, just a heads up. This is where Kaladek the Unspoken lives. He's the town wizard, but he very much likes to keep to himself. He does not talk to pretty much anyone, to the point that there's rumors that if you speak his name aloud, it lets him eavesdrop on your conversation.
So then she probably wouldn't even say his name, would she, Clint?
Yeah, you'd probably just say like, this is where the town wizard lives, but no one visits him.
Okay.
And you guys will see a little imp pop out of a bush nearby and go, treat my master with some respect. His name is Kaladek. You would recognize that this is Zivmal, which is Kaladek's familiar. Usually whenever Kaladek needs anything, he sends Zivmal out to fetch it for him.
She's gonna
Hello,
turn.
little friend.
Who are you calling little?
I'm gonna clap my hand on Desi's shoulder and just pull her away.
Ella's gonna turn. I am showing respect by respectfully not telling them his name, so that way they don't bother him.
Okay. But if I see you disrespecting Master,
I know.
I'll do.
I know. I'll pay.
Why is he so grumpy?
He doesn't get a lot of quality time with other individuals.
We should visit him. We should invite him to the fish fry.
Or
We should not bother them. That is the number one rule. Do not bother them.
I thought the rule was not to bother the wizard. You said nothing about the imp.
Yeah, so hearing Desi talk about the fish fry, you'll see Zevmal pull up a little fireball in his hand and go, fry! He kind of like hucks it into the air and watches it explode. I love frying!
That's why we don't bother him.
I say we leave.
Good idea. Before
You guys start walking away, and you guys will see Zevmal just constantly like hucking more fireballs into the air, just laughing.
Ella's just gonna gurgle to
Weird.
herself.
One of these days I'm gonna have you teach me how to do that. That gurgle sounds really nice.
She just kind of looks at her. Oh, you're interested in learning primordial?
Is that what that is?
Well, yeah. Do you think I'm just making random gurgling noises for the heck of it?
For all I know, it's Phil trying to communicate with us.
No. He's currently out at my dock. Besides, Phil can't speak primordial. Sometimes he'll blink in Morse code, but most of the time I think he just has something in his eye.
So anyway, so you guys continue on, around the path. You guys pass the quartermasters again, and you see the bar, the empty net, on your way through. You guys actually catch a little glimpse of what happens when a unruly patron is at the empty net. You see this big human carrying someone by like his scruff and by his pants, and he just hucks him into the sea. And the guy screams as he lands on the water.
Ella just kind of chuckles.
Looks fun.
I'm sure that if you ask, he'd be happy to do that to you too, Quinn.
Only if you join me.
I mean, I don't need him to throw me in the water.
Lana,
What?
want a drink?
Yeah, a drink sounds nice.
All right, let's stop for a drink then, guys.
So you guys walk into the empty net. You guys are right away seeing that this isn't quite like the other taverns. There seems to be a lot more rowdy people. You see a lot more like eye patches, peg legs, things like that compared to the average patrons.
They're
And
pirates.
Rude.
Yes,
Hey,
yes, they
look.
are. So
Can
the
we
big
just walk into a pirate bar with a paladin?
real talk, yes.
Oh, Lord.
Why would you let me do this? Why, Ella?
Again, Ella leans over. Sailors.
Sure, let's go with that. Anyway, you guys walk in, and the big guy from before is gonna walk up to you guys and go, "Oi, what you want?"
Give us a round.
And he's gonna look at you specifically, Quinn, and go, "Aye, you're Gellen's friend, aren't you?
Aye.
This one's on the house." And he pulls up just a round of beers for everyone.
Thank you.
Just tell Gellen, be ready with his payment next time. So you guys have your drink. You watch a bar fight. You watch another person get thrown over in the harbor.
Lana's just going to be kind of side-eyeing everything and just watching everyone. She's feeling a little uncomfortable in this place.
It's okay. You see a lot of people side-eyeing you, too.
I want to place one silver piece on the table and point to random painter and be like, that one's getting thrown out next.
So you guys have all seen Quinn throw a silver down on a bet? Is anyone else joining?
Sure.
You know, Desi's gonna put down a silver coin because everybody else seems to be.
I'm not.
Okay, so you guys have each pointed to a different person, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, in that case, I need each of you to give me a number between 1 and 10.
4.
7.
8.
So Desi is 4, Quinn is 7, Ella is 8, correct?
Yes.
So you guys sit there and watch for a bit, and Desi, the person that you picked, gets up and starts yelling at another patron and goes, "Oi, what you bump into me for?" And another person's like, "I didn't bump into you, you bumped into me." And they start fighting and whatnot. And Crab comes over and goes, "All right, you bastard," and grabs the guy that Desi pointed out and hucks him into the harbor.
Ella just kind of chuckles. Good choice, Desi.
I win. But I do feel
Aye.
bad for him.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
I'm going to slide my silver piece over to Desi.
Ella will
Thank
do
you.
the thing. Well, if everyone's finished with their drink, shall we continue on with the tour?
Yes, please.
Ella can kind of tell that Lana's a little uncomfortable, and while it's amusing, she doesn't necessarily want to prolong it too much.
You know,
Alright.
before I start smiting people.
Yeah, as much as she would actually like to see that for once, she doesn't want to see it near town.
So you guys continue. You pass by the market again. Desi, this time the goat seems to be following you.
Hello, goat. I'm gonna go up to the goat and pat its head.
Kind of like rubs
I'm
into
gonna
you a little
stand
bit.
close by.
What time is it?
By this point, it's probably around 3 or 4 p.m. around there.
And is Sebastian with me?
Yeah, Sebastian's still with you.
Okay, I want to look at him and be like, does he have something to say?
Sebastian just,
Okay, speak with animals again.
and you hear the goat go, "Please, for the love of God, get me away from that guy."
Why?
Let's just say there's a reason his wife left him.
Okay, so I'm going to lean down to him and be like, tell me what's going on.
While Quinn is talking to this goat, because I mean, Desi doesn't know what they're saying.
Yeah,
She's gonna
you
reach
understand
in
that
her little.
Quinn is speaking common, so you know that he's like asking questions, but you have no idea what the goat's saying. The goat's just in response.
Yeah, I'm gonna just reach into the little basket I have and pull out a carrot and hold it out to the goat.
The goat starts just not munching on it, and Quinn, you effectively get described a scene out of Alabama.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know like Alabama rumors?
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were making reference to something else.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to glance at Desi and be like, do you think Cal would want him on his farm?
Cal would love a goat on his farm. He already has a few of them.
It's
I'm
mostly
going to
more-
look over at Lana, kindly explain to her what's going on, and be like, are you fine with us stealing the goat?
No. You can pay the man for his goat.
I'm not paying that much for a goat.
I will give him my gold for the goat so the goat can be on Cal's farm.
Meh.
Desi still doesn't know what this goat is saying. She's just gonna pat its head and give it some more vegetables.
Well, since we're here, we should pick up some more vegetables.
You guys buy about like 10 silver more vegetables.
Okay, well, let's go take this guy to Cal's.
Cal's
Okay.
gonna get back to the game and just have a random goat running around his farm. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm imagining Desi builds like a little like house for the goat.
Oh yeah. No, she's definitely gonna do that. Make a little teepee out in the field so when Cal goes out, just what is that?
Like
Yeah,
Yora's house.
Yes.
So you guys go to Cal's ranch and you build a little teepee for the goat. Out of curiosity, are you gonna name the goat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
His name is Joffrey.
Go.
What? What? What's so funny?
Oh.
Joffrey the goat.
Just the fact that you were so prepared with that name.
Yeah.
There you go, Joffrey. This will be your new home.
And by this point, the spell is worn off, but you can tell Quinn just from speaking with him that he is very thankful for you guys having freed him from the
Goat
clutches. Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna ask for. I'm asking Desi.
Yeah.
Are you specifically putting him anywhere on Cal's ranch, or are you just like opening a gate and putting him in there?
No, she's gonna scout a little spot that looks nice, kind of grassy, probably a little shaded, make a little teepee for him. She's gonna come by and visit every day.
Is this a fenced-in area?
Is Cal's how is Kyle's farm set up?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure what Bree
I would
wants it to
assume
look
that
like,
he has a
but
fence around the place because he has horses.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta remember because he breeds these horses for the guards, so I imagine there's all sorts of like stables and
Yeah.
things like that, and field area.
Well, she's definitely gonna put it in the fenced area.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
she
say he
wants
probably
to-
has different sections for different animals.
Yeah, I figured something like that. So.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah.
mostly just wondering, are you putting this with other goats? Are you putting him with horses?
Put him in his bedroom.
In Cal's house.
He doesn't need to be in any more bedrooms.
If you don't have one spot in mind, like I will roll for you.
Yeah.
That way he can be happy with the other goats.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. She'll put him with the other goats.
I'll be honest, I was really hoping you're gonna put somewhere random so I could be like, yeah, Bree. But so you know, you have a goat in your backyard now.
I mean, if I knew more of how the farm layout was, I would probably put it somewhere random, but
Let's
can be with the other
Desi wouldn't
goats.
think to put him with the other goats.
Okay.
she would because then he would be with friends.
Yeah,
Or-
that's not like something Jesse would think, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that's why she left the rose over there. She put it back with its
Put it
friends.
with his friends.
That's exactly why she
Even
did
though
that.
this rose is 100% dead because it's solid gold at this point. But okay.
Yeah. No, that was her thinking was it should be back with its family since more than likely he got that rose from the bushes.
I mean, real talk, that's pretty much the rose equivalent to like taxidermying a dog and then like putting it with like its puppies.
Well, you know, Desi would do that too. So.
But yeah, no. So you guys take Joffrey to Cal's farm. He's now hanging out with some other goats. And you head back into town and you get to the bridge. And you start crossing over it. And I actually need Desi and Lana to make a constitution save as you cross the bridge for me, please. So both of you guys kind of feel a little bit sick to your stomach as you cross over the bridge, but you quickly shake it off.
So by the time we take this goat, we take Joffrey,
Yeah.
out to Cal's and get back. What time is it now?
It's about 6 p.m. You guys know that there'd be a couple more hours of daylight before sunset. Sunset's usually around like 8 or so around this time. Because I will say it's about like late April, early May, somewhere around there. Not quite it's spring, but like the tail end of spring before summer comes.
All right. Ella is going to suggest that we get dinner.
Okay.
So you guys would then head to the nearest bar would be the Snapping Line if you guys want to go to a bar for dinner.
What's your aversion to the snapping line, Quinn?
Nothing.
That
No
sounds
reason.
something.
Nope.
We're going to the snapping line. She just says and starts walking there.
Okay. Come on, Quinn. And grab your hand and kind of drag you.
Alright, so you guys go to the snapping line, and Hannah greets you all and goes, "Welcome! Welcome, heroes! What can I get for all of you?"
Food and beer.
Emphasis on the beer.
She goes back into the back room and then comes out about 10 minutes later with a nice little spread of like your standard array of bar food.
Is what's his bucket here?
Sammy?
Old Sammy?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't look like Sammy's here at the moment.
What's wrong, Ella?
Nothing, I suppose.
What's going on? That doesn't sound like nothing.
Well, I was trying to find old Sammy, that gentleman I told you about that you also had spoken to, so that I could
Yeah.
for him that it was nothing but smugglers and maybe he could get a good night's sleep. But I haven't been able to find him, which could just mean that he's gone off to sea for a little bit and he'll be back at some point. But it's a little strange since nobody seems to know that he left for sea. He normally lets people know.
Well, other than this tavern, is there anywhere else he frequents?
This is the most prominent place he frequents.
You couldn't have over here. You still haven't had any luck finding Sammy?
No, I'm afraid not. Have you heard anything about
Have
him?
you checked the Mariners Guild Hall yet? Sometimes he unfortunately, just due to circumstances, he has to crash there instead of having a place to stay.
Circumstances?
Oh, ever since Sammy's incident, he hasn't had exactly the best luck when it comes to his fishing business anymore. Unfortunately, it's very hard for him to hold a line steady nowadays.
Ella just kind of nods. Thank you, Hannah. I'll probably head over there after this so that I can go see if I can't find him.
I'd like to come help you find him. I'm now worried about him too.
I appreciate that. He really is a nice guy. A little kooky sometimes, but I mean, I saw how, some of you guys reacted to some of the traps that were there. I can understand how he would be freaked out by a lot of that stuff.
They were scary.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah is going to ask you guys, anything else I can get you? How about some claw wine for the captain?
I think that's a great idea.
I think I'm about ready to hit the hay, as it were.
Oh, then a claw line will certainly help you sleep.
I think it may have been bad the last time I had some nightmares.
Oh, nonsense. Claw wines for everyone. And she goes back and fetches 4 claw wines for everyone.
Ooh.
As I recall, this stuff smelled vile. Is that correct?
It smells very salty.
Oh,
And you can even see like the occasional like a chunk of lobster meat in yours, Lana.
Ella's gonna cover Desi's and be like, "You won't want to drink this. This has meat in it."
And Hannah's actually going over here and goes, "Oh, my apologies. I didn't know we had a vegetarian. Hold on." And she goes back and she brings a, she calls her veggie wine.
Ooh, thank you.
Can I have one of those instead?
Why would you do that? You're not a vegetarian.
Maybe I'm interested in it.
It goes, "Oh, let me fetch you one too." And she goes and gets a veggie wine for you as well.
I'm gonna start drinking the wine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ella's just drinking it like it's nothing.
Yeah, so Ella, as a town resident, you are very used to claw wine at this point.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kind of slowly pass over the claw wine that was given to me over to Ella.
Ella's just gonna pass it back to him.
That's gonna go back and forth for a while.
Are Lana or Desi drinking yours at all?
I said I was drinking,
Okay.
and then I'll drink Desi's because Desi's not gonna drink it.
Well, she fetched a vegetarian one for Desi.
Yeah, I'm drinking the vegetarian.
Oh, okay. So she took the other one because she brought
Yes.
4, and then went to the back and got a different one. So I wasn't sure if she took it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drink mine.
So I'm going to ask, does your character normally enjoy seafood?
I don't see her being around the sea that often, so
Okay.
I mean, she'd probably enjoy fish, but
In that case, I'm going to go ahead and Lana and Desi, both of you, please make a Constitution save for me. So Lana, you take a drink and you just This is one of the most vile things you have ever tasted.
Well,
Desi, you kind of just like somehow you can like you can pick out the different flavors. You recognize the tofu in there, and is that a hint of carrot?
This is really yummy.
Do I have any difference with me drinking the vegetarian wine?
Go ahead and make your constitution save too.
Oh no.
You are surprised to find that somehow the vegetarian one is even worse. Like at least with the regular claw wine, there was a nice little kind of like balance of like the salty and sweet with the lobster meat. But since it's been replaced with tofu, it's just overbearing in like this weird like mix of like random vegetable tastes, sweetness, and like you can tell there's extra added salt to kind of make up for the lack of lobster.
I'm going to lay my forehead down the table and be like, "Yep, ready for bed."
how can you like this?
Ella just kind of shrugs. It's an acquired taste, I suppose. She finishes her glass.
I suppose so. And will push the remainder of my drink towards Captain Quinn.
And then I'm also going to slowly push that over towards Ella.
I want this nowhere near me.
Ella will drink Lana's, but she won't drink Captain Quinn's.
Desi will drink Quinn's.
And so Desi thing just grabs it and downs it.
She's not used to drinking things like this. It's delicious.
So Quinn's gonna call it a night.
And so you guys exit the bar, and it's about sunset at this point.
All right. Well, since we're gonna head, Lana and I. Desi, do you want to come with us to the Mariners Guild?
Sure.
Can I have Sebastian go with them?
If they were willing to take him.
I'll take him.
So Desi, this little cat pops into your arms.
Hi, Sebastian. I'm gonna pet him.
Ella just kind of raises an eyebrow but shrugs it off and starts heading that way.
So Quinn heads home, and you guys head over to the Mariners Guild Hall. So you arrive there, and you see people, like getting some soup and things like that, and there's people who are napping on beds before they head off in the morning and things like that. But you don't happen to see Sammy here.
Do I see my friend I spoke with last time?
I'm gonna say no, just because since it's night, it's a different shift than from 1 year before.
Oh, darn. Well, I don't see him.
Well, we should ask if anybody's seen him.
Yeah.
I'll go ask somebody who looks like they work here and say, have you seen Scammy today?
You go up to the person who is serving out the soup, and you ask if Sammy has been in, and Sammy, oh no, haven't seen him since yesterday. He stopped in for a bite to eat, but then went off, muttering something about needing to hide.
By chance, did he mention where he was planning on hiding?
He didn't say, but I did see him head up towards the cemetery.
Alright. I guess we're gonna go to the cemetery at nighttime, guys.
Works for me.
That sounds scary, but okay.
So you guys head over to the cemetery. It's surprisingly well kept, but one thing you notice or know in the case of Ella, since you live here, is that there's not really many graves as much as there is like little memorial stones and things like that, just because so many people here pass at when they pass, they die out at sea, so can't really do a grave for them. You guys happen to see a half-orc packing up some stuff and heading out. Ella, you recognize as Crag, who is the town gravedigger.
Excuse me, Crag.
Ah, Ella! Long time since you've been in these parts of the town. What can I do for you?
She just kind of gives a little bit of a uneasy chuckle. I hate to bother you, but by chance, have you seen old Sammy around?
I want to say around 9 or 10 this morning. He stopped by and asked if there was any places he could camp out, and I told him, obviously not here, but pointed him in the direction of the old Sea Grove. Thought maybe that he'd be able to camp out over that area. said something about wanting to be like, to do some stargazing and just get away for a while,
Well, thank you. That's very helpful.
You're very welcome. I recommend going to check out in the daytime. It's obviously, it's very easy to get lost in the Sea Grove at night.
Yeah, we'll have to try again. Again, thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. If you'll excuse me, I need to be heading home. And Craig is actually going to stop, and he's going to look at you, Desi, and go, "You look familiar.
Me?
Are you the new person who's staying at Eleander's house?"
I am.
Ah, that's why I recognize you. I must have seen you having breakfast before I head out. I've got the room next to you. So if you ever happen to need anything, please let me know.
All right, I'll do that.
And he kind of gives you a salute and starts heading towards Eleander's house.
So where is the Sea Grove?
Sea Grove is, you see that big stretch of trees that's right next to Kingfish River?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ella just kind of taps her chin. Well, if he's just trying to get away for a little while, maybe we should let him.
I don't mean to sound insensitive, but is he still capable of taking care of himself in the wilderness?
She just kind of taps her chin. The thing with old Sammy is he tends to do this a lot. He'll kind of take some time to get away, and when he comes back, he typically is doing a lot better than when he left. Probably because he's not drinking as much when he's gone.
Ella, you would also know that while Sammy usually has better luck when he goes out fishing, he seems to prefer trapping as his source of income too.
I'll relay that he typically will do some trapping, so there's a good chance that if we go to find him, we'd be interrupting a hunting session, which would just unfortunately incur more bad luck that he's dealing with. So I think for now we should give it a couple days, and if he doesn't come back by then we should go look for him.
You know this gentleman better than me, but I have a bad feeling.
I don't have the easiest feeling, but we took care of the smugglers, and he is a full-grown adult. Plus, he is a sailor, and they have a certain level of pride.
True. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out tomorrow, but if he doesn't show up, I say we go look for him.
Yeah, we'll give him at least one more day. That'll give him some time.
Good idea.
Well, now then. I suppose that we should go ahead and head back. It is getting late, and I have to get up early so I can go catch our fish.
Very true. I will happily walk Desi home from your house.
All right.
Thank you, Lana. Do I still have Sebastian, or is he going to kind of just wander home by himself?
He's gonna hang out with you up until you get to Gellen's house, and then he hops off and jumps through an open window into the house.
Okay.
And is there anything else anyone wants to do for nighttime?
I want to ask Sebastian if anything important happened.
Are you speak with animals or no?
No.
He's gonna kind of just tilt his head a little bit and just.
Let's go to bed.
All right. So morning comes. Ella, I believe you're going out to go fishing. You said correct?
Yeah.
All right. So you head out and do your morning fishing, and all right, go ahead and give me a survival check so I can determine how well you do.
Oh my god.
Better fish, huh?
I thought you were good at this, Ella.
So did I.
Yeah, for whatever reason, like you get a nice haul still because of your fisher background.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell that, compared to what you promised, this is probably gonna make you not look so good because these are very bony fish that you caught. Like you caught like the fish equivalent to like a haul of Magikarp.
Bitch. Well, she still has all day.
Okay. So you're spending all day fishing then?
I mean, she certainly wouldn't give up, but I'm afraid she's gonna roll another one.
Okay. Well, it's for second freeze of the day. Go ahead and make another survival check.
Damn it, Ella.
These ones have a little bit more meat on them. It's still like would probably be on like the cheaper end at like a restaurant.
That's
But
alright.
there's at least some meat on these.
She can still cook them up fairly decently.
And while Ella is fishing, is there anything anyone else wants to do?
I want to wander the shoreline
What part of the shoreline?
from where I'm staying up north.
In that case, yeah, you pass like a bunch of houses and things like that. You know, you've seen like the fishmonger plants, the dwarven anvil, and you actually find the Carpenter's Guild Hall during your exploration.
Okay, I'll peek in there to see what's going on.
You see a female gnome is pounding some wood together and building something, but you're not quite sure what. But she seems to be very absorbed in her work at the moment.
Is there anybody else in there?
Not at the moment. It's still early, so there's no customers. But you do see there's like designs for houses, fish barrels available for sale. You can see some like less common woods and things like that, like some materials you like have like only seen on like some of the more like luxurious ships.
Do I see anything useful to me?
I mean, you see equipment that could be used on a boat.
Okay, I'm gonna hang around for a minute to see if she eventually perks up and notices me.
Are you saying anything or just standing there?
I'll be humming to myself while I'm looking at the different things that are already there.
She is not noticing you at all.
Okay, I'm gonna clear my throat then.
How loudly? Still nothing.
Oi!
Ah! You startled me. Hi, what can I do for you? And she kind of looks up. You're a tall one.
You be a small one.
I guess that's true. What can the great Gillar Kenkelstein get for you?
Well, we just happened to come across a boat. I was looking for some wares, I suppose.
Oh, yes. We've got sails, oars, barrels, all sorts of things for what you might need for ship. And I can also do repairs if you happen to need any.
That's helpful. What do you charge for repairs?
I mean, it depends on the damage.
Why? What are your hours, I suppose? It looks like you're here pretty early.
I mean, standard 8 to 8. You know, I'm here all day pretty much.
Okay. Is there anything that you're needing done? Any work?
I'm actually looking for adventurers. I'm always looking for rare woods, and I happen to actually need some for a project.
Do you have anything that describes such woods that you're looking for?
Right now, I need a shard of treant bark that's been given freely.
I'm sorry?
A shard of treant bark given freely. And you would know a treant is a sentient tree.
Do you know where you might be able to find such a tree?
Oh yeah, you can find them in the Dreadwood.
The Dreadwood. Can you point me in that direction?
Oh, it's southwest of here, or southeast.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind and I'll be on the lookout for you.
Just for warning, it is a good trek. Probably take you a couple days to get out there.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And with that, I will take my leave.
Is there anything that anyone else is doing at this time?
No, I don't think so.
Lana's just gonna do her morning workout routine and then read the book I got, the mathematics, I think.
Okay.
Metaphysics of Mathematics, until the fish bake.
In that case, Lana, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. You spend the day reading. You kind of start to get at least a few of the concepts, but a lot of this is very high level. And do you think it'll take like a good chunk of studying before you'll be able to apply anything practically from the book so far?
Okay.
So it's about mid-afternoon now. You guys all meet up at Ella's house as she is coming back in from the sea. Quinn, you meet up with Lana, and she takes you over to Ella's house, which you now realize is 2 houses down.
I'm gonna look over at Ella's, look over at where I'm staying, look over at Ella's. Noted.
Now, as you guys all arrive, you see Ella's boat come in.
Can I have picked up the beer on the way over?
Yeah, because you guys will stop by the market and
Yeah.
grab stuff while Ella was out fishing.
Okay. I just totally spaced it for my day.
What's got you so blue, Ella?
She just kind of looks over at him. I almost don't want to respond to that. Oh.
You see her hair start to get a little bit darker when you say that because there's a little bit of anger as a reaction.
Oh, the waters just weren't very generous to me today. But at least caught some stuff that'll be good to eat.
All right, let me help you get things in.
You'll help Ella unload the fishing vessel. You guys see she definitely caught a good chunk of fish. Enough to easily feed all you guys, plus maybe even a couple more.
I was going to go ahead and start cleaning and prepping the fish for cooking.
I'm gonna start passing out some of the beer. And just a general note, Lana is not in armor. She's just wearing a skirt and a nice shirt.
Ooh.
So,
That's for me.
well, it's more she didn't put her armor on, but see, she
Noted
trusts
on
you.
the off chance you guys get ambushed.
Exactly. That's why I said it.
Desi's gonna help Ella wherever she can.
Since Ella doesn't want to traumatize Desi, she's going to have her go ahead and clean and prep the vegetables in the cabin.
I figured.
While Ella's out there, studying and descaling the fish.
I mean, that stuff doesn't really bother Desi. I mean, she blew up a snake.
It's true. Either way, since Ella and Desi are the ones doing food prep, both of you please make a survival check for me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Do you guys need some help over there?
See, I sucked because Ella sucked, is what that is.
So, Ella, you try to, you feel like after that poor haul, you really need to step up your game here, right? So you start trying to do some fancy tricks, right? You're just like, guys, watch this. You throw a fish in the air, you go to cut it, and you slice right down the middle, and then you just watch all the guts spill out and all the meat lands on the ground and gets all tainted. And unfortunately, you end up losing about half your catch as you try to do your fancy tricks.
Maybe you should stop, Ella. Ella,
Oh.
just breathe.
Desi, you are inside. You're washing vegetables, but you realize you don't really have any soap to work with, right? Yeah, you start looking around and you find some weird liquids in Ella's cabinet. You're just like, this is close enough. And you go ahead and you use them to wash the vegetables.
I'm terrified to eat now, Quinn.
How much time do we have left before the fish fry?
At this point, you guys probably have maybe half an hour.
Ella,
Yes.
can I borrow Phil?
Why do you want to borrow Phil?
Just yes or no.
She's going to kind of walk over to the end of the dock. Phil, you got a visitor.
And you just see this little octopus just pop out.
Okay, speak with animals.
You can now speak with animals. Congratulations.
Phil, we need some extra fish. Can you help a guy out?
You realize I'm a baby, right?
You can still chase him into a net.
You realize I'm an octopus, right?
I mean, how can I help you help me help us?
Normally, Mama catches my stuff for me, so I don't know what I would really be doing.
Mama's not really having a very good day. Do you maybe have some friends that can help us out?
I mean, most of my friends are fish. I don't know if they'd want to help you eat their friends.
Sebastian, any ideas?
Whatever you do, don't put me in that water.
Well, that's a given.
These animals are not very helpful.
So she's speaking in common to the animals, correct?
Yes, she is.
We could also go to the market and buy some fish.
And then Sebastian's gonna go like, at least someone here has a smart idea.
You shut up.
Oh,
You're the one who wanted to talk to me. It's so easy to ignore me when all you hear is meow. But as soon as I can actually speak, you just don't want to deal with me, do you?
Sebastian, if you help us out, I will give you the best fish that we get.
Don't do
Upon
that.
hearing that, he's gonna grab your money pouch and run to the market.
Hey, get back here! And I'm gonna chase after him.
Ella's gonna walk over and hold her hand out for Phil. Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna go make sure Desi's not gonna catch your house on fire.
Thanks. I'm gonna
Good idea.
overpay for fish.
As everyone is going to the market, Alana, you walk in and see Desi. She's cutting vegetables, but for some reason there's a carrot that's on fire.
Why is there a carrot on fire, Desi?
Well, I figured we would have to cook them vegetables.
We will, but we have to cut them first. I'm gonna extinguish said carrot as I'm talking to Desi. Have you ever cooked for yourself, Desi?
Not much. I usually just eat everything raw.
Okay.
Alana, as after you put out the fire, you're gonna there's a kind of a weird smell, almost like polish, like.
What is that smell, Desi?
Well, I couldn't find any soap, but I found this other stuff that kind of smelled funny, so I thought that it might also be cleaning stuff, so I put it on the vegetables.
I would like to pick up a vegetable and sniff it.
You can smell the polish on this vegetable.
That was definitely not soap. Let's go catch up with the others so we can buy fresh vegetables. Ella, they went to the market to get more fish because Ella kept dropping some.
Oh, okay. We can get more vegetables. We probably need more than this anyway.
Yeah, these are no good. But I'll show you how to cut vegetables. How's that sound?
Okay. With your sword?
I was thinking with a chef's knife.
Okay.
I'll show you. And I'll
Okay.
pat her head as we start leaving for the market.
As you guys leave, Desi just hucks an onion behind her, and you watch it catch fire as it hits the oven.
No, extinguish onion.
Hey, maybe we could use those in battle next time.
Battle onions.
Battle produce, get it right. There was also a carrot on fire.
Desi and Lana, you guys leave, and you catch up to everyone at the market. You guys see Sebastian with a gold coin in his mouth in front of a stand, getting a bunch of like salmon and tuna and things like that. And Quinn you guys see Quinn's like, why can't I pick some of the fish? Why do you have to pick all of it? And you guys just hear, wow. Quinn, you hear Sebastian go, because I actually have taste in fish.
Fine, whatever.
I'll wave to Ella and Quinn as me and Desi look for produce.
Ella's gonna wave back.
You guys find the stand from yesterday where you bought the produce and see she's freshly restocked and everything, so you're able to effectively replenish what got burned and polished.
Anything else we need?
No, we just had to get new vegetables because the ones we got were bad.
What happened to the ones we got?
They exploded.
Sorry, they what?
They kept catching on fire.
In my cabin.
Lana?
Yes?
What the hell was she doing?
She put an unknown liquid, most likely a polish or varnish of some kind, on the vegetables.
Upon hearing polish, Ella, you realize you probably got into your jeweler's equipment and used some of your stone polish to do it.
Oh no.
Lana, how good are you at cooking?
I'm decent at it.
I think maybe you should take over for her.
Let's see what we can do.
So is Lana the one cooking now?
I'm gonna prepare the fish.
I would like Desi to help me with cutting vegetables under, strict supervision and telling her how to cut each one.
Okay. Because you're giving directions and supervising, I'm going to say she takes a 10 on her survival check and is able to do it properly.
And Ella, do you want to sit this one out, or do you want to help with the fish?
I will attempt to help, but I make no promises at this point. I'm clearly having a very bad day.
Okay.
Just take your time and breathe.
So
you can't rush cooking.
Yeah, whoever wants to do the fish prep, make a survival check for me, but do it at advantage because you have health.
I'll do it.
Lord knows I can't roll today.
Nice.
So you guys watch as Quinn pulls out a couple daggers and does a little like some flourishes and just and all of a sudden all the fish just like cut up supremely, even portions. He throws it on the grill, flips it perfectly and whatnot, and like this is probably one of like the best fried fish you've ever seen. The smell is delicious. He's adding in the proper spices.
Ella would be impressed.
Effectively, imagine Pirate Gordon Ramsay making a fish dish right now.
Ella would be impressed if she wasn't so pissed off right now.
Quinn's gonna give you the lusty eyes as he does this. Like, yes, no. Quinn is making this elaborate spread for you guys.
I'd say that turned out well.
Is everybody grabbing a plate?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm picking out the best fish for Sebastian, of course.
You guys all chow down and whatnot, and oh man, this was a great idea. Everyone is having a good time and it's delicious because it's so good. Because you guys all spent such a good time doing it. Everyone gets a permanent 3 HP max health bonus,
Ooh.
Sweet.
and I am going to give it to Cal as well, because assuming Cal is here. So
He's just very quiet.
yeah.
Well, that is Cal.
So what happened with Sammy? I think that was his name.
Well, we don't know. He went off to hide or look at the stars. Story's not straight. We were gonna check his frequent spots today, and if he's still not back in town, we're gonna go look for him tomorrow.
Is there anywhere that we didn't check yesterday?
I mean, we went all the way out to a graveyard, so.
What if Sammy got sold?
Oh,
Sold?
Yeah, they were selling people into slavery.
No, somebody saw him yesterday morning. That would be after we stopped the smugglers.
But there are still smugglers out there.
Desi does have a point. We don't know. We took down the main point of exit for the smuggling ring. There could be more people out there that are actually catching people and bringing them in.
That's true.
Just a thought.
We should probably go check the snapping line to see if he's come back in yet, before we start getting overly worried about his safety.
Has anyone maybe filed a missing persons report?
Apparently he does this sometimes, where he just kind of vanishes for a couple of days, and then comes back and he's doing a little better, mentally.
Yeah.
So, not necessarily anything to be alarmed about.
So I believe you guys said you're going to the snapping line again?
Yeah, we probably should go check that real quick before it gets dark.
Okay.
Yes.
You head over there. Hannah greets you. So, here again, are we? Round of claw wines for everyone?
Not tonight. We've actually been drinking quite a bit.
Well, don't let the town guard catch you. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Still no sign of Sammy?
Hasn't been in yet today, I'm afraid.
Alright.
You guys heading out then?
Yeah, we should check the Mariners Guild Hall again, see if he showed up there.
You guys head over to the guild hall, and you look around, and you don't see any signs of him. Are you talking to anyone here as well?
Yeah, I'll go up to whoever looks like they're working there, because I don't really know the staff, and ask if anybody has seen Sammy yet today.
All right. You see someone like fluffing pillows for the bed, and he goes, Sammy, Last I heard, he was heading out to the Sea Grove to get some information before heading out on a trapping expedition. Said something about needing to get out of town for a bit.
When did you see him by chance?
Oh, this was, maybe 2-3 days ago? I'm sorry, unfortunately, I don't remember the exact day, but it was fairly recently.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. If I happen to see him come in, I'll tell him that some friends of his are looking for him.
Thank you very much.
She kind of bows her head and goes back to fluffing pillows.
Once we get outside, I will ask Ella, so do we want to go look for him?
She's like thinking.
I'm kind of worried about him.
Part of me knows that this is a pretty normal occurrence with him, and with him preferring trapping over fishing, that maybe he's just trying to change his luck. And also, if he's out trapping, there's a good chance that we might not even find him.
True, but we can go look at the Sea Grove tomorrow and just take a look.
Yeah, we might as well.
I mean, you don't have to go with me, but I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna go.
Well, I'm worried about him too, just because I saw him before he left. He was crying about vampires and trees, so it seems a little weird that he would go to a forest grove.
What's normally in this forest, Ella?
What's normally in this forest, GM?
So this would be this is the Sea Grove of Obad High. It's a great place for people to go to do like bird watching because lots of seagulls like to gather there. Their swamp folk will hang out there, but it's also a great place for you come see like traders and trappers like to hang out there and kind of camp out and exchange information and things like that. You also know that there is a halfling druid named Farron Castellar and his pet frog Loris, who tend to the grove.
If anything, we could go ask. She'll relay that information. We can go ask Farron. He might have seen something or heard something of Old Sammy. He typically knows everything that goes on in that grove.
Okay. Well, we can take a day trip out there tomorrow. Would you two like to come with us?
That would be fun.
I don't see why not.
All right. Well, I guess tomorrow we'll head out to the Sea Grove then, guys.
Okay.
Meet up at
Alright.
your house in the morning?
Sounds good to me.
We can cook breakfast.
Okay. So you guys all head home for the night. Long rest. And then come the morning, everyone meets up at Ella's house. And you guys just head straight for the Sea Grove.
Pick up breakfast first, but yeah.
Okay. As you guys are gathering, Gellin is actually going to approach you guys and go, Quinn told me about your search for your friend. Couldn't let you guys head out on an empty stomach. And he kind of ushers back to his mansion and goes, please come in. I've had my team prepare a fanciful feast for you guys.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's very kind of you.
Oh, please, it's my pleasure. I mean, after all, you guys have effectively saved our bacon with helping out with the smuggling ring.
I'm going to
guys-
whisper over to Gellin. Is it okay if I go speak with your cook real quick?
Go for it.
I'm going to excuse myself away from the rest of the party and go talk to her.
Okay, so Quinn, you go into the kitchen. You approach the head chef. Captain, what can I do for you?
I heard something about you looking for rare ingredients for your dishes.
Feliza, as you know, is gonna go, oh yeah, looking for currently some rare herbs for Gallen's next feast.
Is any of this available in the Sea Grove?
No, unfortunately, what I'm looking for is doesn't quite grow locally. You have to head out to the cool marshes at least.
Aye. Is there anything you need in the Sea Grove since we're going there today?
Not today, no. But if anything comes up, I will let you know.
Okay. I'll leave her alone.
All right, so you head back into the main dining hall, and you actually come out right as the servants are starting to set plates and bring out food, and it's an extravagant meal. for you guys. You guys are
Feeling very uncomfortable right now.
yeah, like this is something you would expect, like maybe would be served to like a noble or something along those lines.
Wow, this is quite generous.
Only the finest.
Galen, are you trying to butter up one of these ladies?
He goes, please, my fortune, I could get any lady in town. I'm just simply trying to look out for my friends and friends of my friends.
Yeah, Lana's feeling really uncomfortable and will like nibble on some fruit and toast.
It is
Desi
very tasty.
Completely oblivious.
Ella's just gonna eat some food, but not so much that like she's feels like she needs to take a rest before continuing.
Okay. So you guys all eat and whatnot. Breakfast is done. Servants come and take away everyone's plates and whatnot. And Galen's like, I hope that was satisfactory for everyone. And please, if there's anything else I can do to assist you guys, please let me know.
Galen, can I have a small pack to go with us in case we happen to find who we're looking for?
And you see a servant come out with 5, like, effectively bento boxes, and then a little container with some extra for Sebastian.
Ella's gonna wave goodbye and start heading out.
You
Yeah.
guys all head out.
Forgive him, he's a bit eccentric.
A bit is an understatement, but he means well.
That was a lot of food.
So you guys are walking. After a little bit, you guys eventually make your way over to the sea grove. As you wander through the trees, you see some tents set up, a couple of trappers, roasting some catches over fires and things like that. And a bullfrog jumps over to you guys.
Huh.
Just roar.
Ella looks down.
Hello, little friend.
Hold on, what was his name? Loris?
Yeah, Loris.
Hello, Loris. Have you seen Farron around?
And he's gonna quickly turn around and hop towards some trees and kind of look back towards you guys.
She's gonna follow the frog.
Okay. Follow the frog.
Yes, follow Loris, and he takes you to a little shrine where you see a male halfling who, Ella, you recognize as Farron, is kind of just tending to the shrine and making it look nice and everything.
She's gonna politely wait for him to finish as to not interrupt him.
Right. So yeah, he's cleaning up, and he turns and sees you guys and goes, "Oh, Ella, you have some friends with you. What brings you out to my grove?"
Hello, Farron. I hope it's not too much trouble, but I'm actually looking for somebody that is supposedly supposed to be in this area. I thought you might know if you've seen him. It's old Sammy.
Oh yeah, Sammy was here. He headed out actually about mid-afternoon yesterday.
Do you know whereabouts he was heading?
I believe he said he's heading towards the cool marshes. He mentioned just needing to get out of town for a bit. Something about de-stressing and keeping out of some situation.
All right. She just kind of turns towards Lana. Well, it seems like we're starting to finally get the same answer for everyone we talk to.
Yeah, sounds like he's probably fine.
Yeah.
It was when there was conflicting answers that really started to worry me.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard about some creatures coming out of the Dreadwood recently. Fortunately, so far, it sounds like the elves have been able to take care of it, but check back periodically. Sometimes some of the monstrosities escape, and I'm always willing to pay someone to help take them out and keep our town and our grove clean of their influence.
Ella will nod. We'll certainly keep that in mind. If there's anything specific you ever need, I hope, hold on, let me word this correctly. I don't suppose you've heard about the fact that the council has formed us as a task force, have you?
Ah, that's what what people have been talking about. I heard the gulls were saying that there's a new adventuring party in town. I'm guessing that you guys are who they were referring to.
She's gonna kind of nod with a smile. Yes, and as such, if you ever need our assistance, just send word. We'll come help.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
She just kind of takes one of the extra lunches. Here, we have some extra food. If you don't want it, I'm certain you know a hunter who will enjoy it.
Oh, thank you. I'll share it around with some of the people who are here right now.
We'll see you around, Farron. She just kind of gives him a wave and just kind of starts heading out of the forest.
It was a pleasure to meet you. And follow Ella.
As you guys are leaving, you're going to hear a trapper's going to call up to you. Don't trust him. I heard you were asking about Sammy.
Yeah, have you seen him?
I was here when he was camping out here yesterday. Something was off about him. He wasn't shaking like usual, and he was talking about how his goose might be cooked.
We learned how to cook too.
Desi.
Thank you, Desi. Ella's gonna kind of walk over.
Well, I don't have anything more concrete aside from what I heard, but there's rumors that have been starting to spread about him. That his condition is fake.
Old Sammy's condition?
He does it to avoid suspicion. There's rumors that thanks to him, the Scarlet Brotherhood might actually have been infiltrated the town and have infiltrated the town.
That's a pretty harsh rumor.
But that's true, but all rumors is all I've got at the moment. But I heard some people at the general store talking about it. I guess I'm not the only one who's seen Sammy suddenly act normal, for lack of better terms.
Well, thank you. We'll start looking into that.
Be careful. If the rumors are true, then the Scarlet Brotherhood will not like you digging into it.
Ella just kind of gives him a smile. Oh, I'm not so worried about them. But thank you for your concern.
He obviously hasn't seen you shrooking a guy's head off, so.
The druid said he was in the cool marshes, correct?
Cool marshes. Hool, but yes.
Cool, yes. We have that goblin request from the tower that we can do and keep our eye out for Sammy.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright, I'm down for making some coin.
Then I can give you a tour.
Are you from that area?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I don't trust this.
I'm totally down for Desi showing us around.
Alright, well, let's head over to Pool Watchtower to pick up that quest.
So you guys head over to the Watchtower, and you run into Eleander. He goes, welcome. Something I can do for you?
We were thinking we'd go and see about those goblins over in the Hoolmarsh.
Oh, if you could take care of those. They've been causing so much trouble. And he hands over a copy of the mission. He says, according to the listing, it looks like they were attacked about midway between the Dunwater River and Burl, so it should be somewhat on the outskirts of the marsh. But be careful. There's all sorts of dangers that can show up there.
Oh, always.
It is very dangerous.
Here, let me help you get some equipment together. And he gathers a couple guards, and they get a horse-drawn cart for you guys, so that you guys can all at least like ride in comfort and things like that.
Thank you.
Oh, please, the least I could do. Now, out of curiosity, who wants to drive?
I will.
I'm like, don't let Desi drive.
All right, who said they will? Was that Ella?
Lana.
Lana.
Ella's
Lana
not
will
gonna
drive.
drive.
I think I have the ability to drive that. Let me double check my proficiency. Land vehicles?
That counts, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys gather up your stuff. You guys follow the road. You actually end up, just because the road is so well maintained and everything like that, you guys happen to make it to Burl about at nightfall. Burl is a fortified outpost town. Lots of guards and whatnot. You guys also will know, just from being in the area, this is a key stopover for people who are heading to Saltmarsh or Seaton, coming from other areas in the kingdom. Borders the forests of Silverstand, where the wood elves like to make their home. And there's a small copse of trees that grows in the middle of the keep as well. So you guys arrive. The guard asks who you guys are, and you give them your story and everything like that. They let you in, and you manage to find a nice inn to rest at for the night.
Okay.
At the inn, what is the rooming situation?
You guys managed to find because it's not the busy season right now. You guys managed to find an inn that actually has 4 separate rooms available. Well, 5 separate rooms because I'm assuming Cal's with you. So
Yes.
He's just quiet.
yeah, so
Very quiet.
5 different rooms and whatnot. So you guys each can get your own room.
Okay.
Does my room lock?
All of them lock, yes.
Okay. That being the case, I am going to rest not as Quinn, but as Aurora.
So you once you are in your room, you lock the door. You make sure the blinds are drawn, and you drop your persona and kind of just relax, which you haven't done in a long time. And yeah, so now you guys all rest. It's morning. I'm assuming, Aurora, that you are switching back to Quinn as soon as this morning.
Right before I unlock my door, yeah.
Okay. So you guys all wake up. You get your breakfast and whatnot. Gather your cart. Is there anything you guys want to do in Burl before you head out?
I would like to gather some information about the goblins that we're after.
Okay. You actually managed to run into another female half-elf, actually. She is dressed in some fine armor and things like that. And she goes, "Oh, it's great to see another half-elf. So rare these days. My name is Kiara Shadowbreaker. I am the commander of this outpost. What can I do for you?"
We took a job for some goblins that stole some stuff from a merchant. I was hoping you could tell me something about what to expect out there.
Oh, it must be old John. He got robbed over by the cool marshes. He was trying to cut through the marshes to make a quick trip to Seaton, but unfortunately, he got attacked. As I'm sure you know, the cool marshes is full of dangers, and goblins are not exactly unknown in these parts because of that.
I figured that if they were so brazen to attack a merchant, that they would be common. I was just
Yeah,
hoping you might know which tribe or group.
unfortunately, the cool marshes are not part of my jurisdiction. As commander, I usually focus more on the Dreadwood or the Drowned Forests, just because usually there's a bit bigger threats over there. But as far as the marshes, usually the goblins kind of hang out in the outer reaches of it. So just because if they were to go too much further in, then they would surely perish to some of the more deadly things and further inside over by the river.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Of course. If you'll excuse me, I must go tend to Wander Route. And she kind of bows and walks away.
So while that was going on, I want to have pulled Desi aside and tell her about the herb thing, because she's probably the only one that would know.
What are you telling me about it specifically? Or are you just telling me everything?
That I'm looking for the specific herb and see if you can help me find it.
Okay, I'll help you look.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, Ella probably hasn't gone here very often. So, how are the people around her reacting to her?
There's a lot of whispers under their breath and gasps and things like that. A lot of people are averting their eyes and things like that.
I kind of figured, but figured I'd double check.
Yeah, you are definitely not a common sight. A couple kids would run.
Stop scaring the locals, Ella.
I can't help it. It's part of the territory.
So you guys gathered all your stuff and start heading out, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys head out and you get to the marsh. It's about noon at this point, you estimate. Sun's high in the sky and everything.
Okay.
And you guys are out in the marsh and you see tons of pools of water lots of mud. There's lots of trees, but they're tall and sickly, and like lots of drooping branches and no leaves and things like that. There's tons of insects that are swarming around as well.
Great, just what we need. More insects.
Ah, home sweet home.
Do you know where we could probably find these goblins, Desi?
No.
Okay, let's just start looking then.
Okay.
Keep your eyes open. Make sure you're looking for traps.
While we're looking around for those, I'm also going to be looking around for any of those herbs that Quinn talked about.
Sure.
Same. Nice.
You guys search around, and you actually manage to find a good chunk of this rare herb that Desi, you actually will recognize just from your herbalism expertise as the. You find the rare herb that the chef was looking for.
Okay.
And you manage to gather at least like a couple. What you imagine would be at least enough for a couple dishes.
Okay. So I'm going to show Quinn and be like, these are those herbs.
Perfect.
Yeah. And upon pointing it out, Quinn, you actually find another patch of your own too.
Ah. Why don't you hold on to those ones, Desi? I'll hold on to these.
Okay.
You guys continue your search. It's been about another hour so far. No signs. You guys see some tracks that you think might be goblinoid, and their heading looks like what might be towards the ocean.
Looks like there were some going that way. I say we follow them back if we can. Because we want to know where they're coming from, not where they were going.
Let's just be quiet about it. Yeah?
So you guys gonna start stealthing?
I'm no good at stealth. I mean, I can try, but if you guys insist, I can try to be stealthy, but it's probably not going to end in your favor.
I will say if everyone is agreeing to be stealth, then it's not one person fails, everyone fails. It's based on the group as a whole. So in this case, if at least 3 people pass, then the whole group passes.
I mean, Cal already passed. He's been stealthing all game, and we haven't even noticed.
And also, I mean, real talk, actually, Cal just got a 21 on stealth, so Cal passes.
Nice.
Oh,
We're good.
Yeah, you guys are 100% good.
Lana,
Okay.
you don't even need to.
And
roll.
I will be 100% honest. Based on what I rolled on the encounter table, you guys should be very, very happy.
Okay.
That's
So,
good.
as you guys are exploring, you actually come across what looks like you think is the goblin encampment. And you actually find like all sorts of metal objects and whatnot. Unfortunately, you also find the corpse of what looks to be maybe the cart driver. It looks like all the material is at least intact. And you guys, kind of as you approach the camp, you look over and you see a kind of gruesome sight because you see a bunch of goblins screaming as a hydra is devouring them.
Bella's gonna kind of look at Lana. So, should we just grab this stuff and run?
Uh-huh. Do not engage. If it sees
Okay.
you, run.
She's gonna quietly help Lana stuff the stuff they're recovering into the bag of holding.
Can I check anything about this guy's body to make sure that there's nothing we need to take back to prove that he has passed?
Give me an investigation check. You search the body and you actually find a guild signet on him.
Okay. So I will take that with me.
So the job was to get the stolen wares and take out the goblins, correct?
Taking out the goblins wasn't specifically required, though if you have evidence that they've at least been taken care of, you can get a little bonus. But
Right.
it was mostly recover the goods.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna
We're gonna
bounce now.
Yeah, let's bounce.
Everyone, please make one more stealth check because now you guys are also carrying a bunch of metal.
So I actually have to roll. Great.
Yep.
Well, what's Cal roll?
Cal
Thanks.
got a 19.
Okay, we're still sitting kind of pretty. Lana,
Lana.
I warned you.
I mean, you rolled the same as Ella, but
Desi, if you would have gotten one lower, then the group would have failed.
Oh,
So you guys managed to stealthily throw all the metal into the bag of holding, and you think like one of the hydras might have like one of the hydra heads might have. You see it point towards the camp, and it kind of looks around, and then it just snatches up another goblin and devours it with this as the goblin just screams in pain.
Oof. Do
Desi
not
is not
that-
looking over there.
So yeah, so you guys managed to grab all your loot, and I'm assuming you guys are just like full on ditching the marsh, right?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. So you guys run back to your cart. You get back there, and I imagine you're just going straight back to Burl then.
Yeah, Burl and then back to Saltmarsh.
Yeah. Okay. So you go back to Burl. You stop in there for the night. Go back to Saltmarsh the next day. You make
And
it back.
If Kira is around, I will let her know that there was a Hydra in the goblin camp, and to make if she has men down there to make sure that they're aware that the threats are coming more towards the outer part of the marsh.
Okay. She's gonna go. Another bloody Hydra. It's the third one this week. Thank you. I appreciate the warning. Unfortunately, it seems that the creatures are getting bolder every day. But we'll send a troop there immediately. For your time, and she hands you a small sack with about 10 gold in it.
Okay.
And then next morning, you guys all head back to Saltmarsh. I'm assuming you're going right to the tower.
Yep.
Yes.
So you guys head to Watch Tower, and Eleander is like, "Oh, I was starting to wonder if you guys might have been made out there. Okay, it's been a few days. How did everything go?"
We managed to get the stuff back, but when we actually approached the goblin camp, they were being eaten by a Hydra.
But we didn't get eaten.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hand the sigil over to him.
Oh, and kind of does like a quick little like prayer thing. It's like, thank you for bringing that. I'm sure old John will appreciate letting him know what happened to his driver. But what about the equipment? Did you manage to get all the stolen goods?
Yes, we believe so. And I will give it over to him.
Okay. Can I just dump everything out of the bag of holding?
Clink, 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 clink.
He goes, oh, yeah, that looks like everything, but let me go, give me a second. He hops on a horse and he runs back to town, and he comes back with an older gentleman who you guys assume must be John. And he has like a little list. He goes over everything and says, yes, that's all the inventory. Thank you, and especially thank you for recovering that signet for me. I will be letting his family know that unfortunately he has passed. And then he goes, for your patronage. He goes and hands over a sack with 150 gold and goes, as a little bonus, I've included some extra. Please accept it.
All right.
250.
Lana,
Yes.
will you take a portion of mine and give that back to him for the gentleman's expenses? His funeral expenses?
For about 5 gold, he could have a pretty good funeral, you know.
Okay, I'll give him 5.
He goes, bless your heart, thank you. And yeah, you're now back in town. It's been about a week since your council meeting. Is there anything else anyone would like to do with the remaining week?
Desi,
Sorry, go ahead.
come with me. We have
Are
to go see somebody.
Are we bringing the herbs?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask about.
All right. So, Quinn and Desi, you guys go to the Prime Water Mansion. And you find Felisa. Oh, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a few days.
I hope you've been keeping everybody well and fed.
You know it.
Well, we happen to find something for ye. I'll hand over my portion of the herbs and look over at Desi.
I will also hand over mine, even though Desi's kind of looking longingly at the herbs because she kind of wants to keep some for herself, but she'll hand them all over.
I mean, you can keep some if you want.
Well, she doesn't want to take them.
even though you found them.
Yeah.
And
So
she goes,
she'll have
"Oh,
to-
that's so much. I mean, I would expected maybe a third of this amount, but this will give me plenty to work with for a few meals. Thank you."
You're quite welcome.
What are you using them for?
Well, cooking, of course. I'm sure you remember from our previous feast just how much goes into making all that stuff. I run out of ingredients quite quickly sometimes, especially when the master gets on his more extravagant kicks, so to speak.
Okay, good to know.
And she's gonna hand each of you a parcel with 125 gold pieces and says, "Here for your time and trouble."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, again, since this is your own thing, are you guys keeping your sacks each, or are you gonna split it with party?
Hmm.
You know, I want to keep it real bad, but the next day, Desi will probably go find Ella or Lana, probably Lana, and just say, like, Quinn and I did this quest. Here's what we got from it. And give it to her, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd keep 50 and give the rest to Lana.
Okay.
You said you keep how much? Quinn?
50, which would have been my portion out of the divided by 5.
When did you guys get a quest?
I don't know when, but Quinn said that there was an herb thing to do when we were in the marsh, and so we found them, and then we gave them to the person, and then they gave us gold, and now I'm giving gold to you.
Okay. You guys could have told us, and we could have helped you guys look for some, but I mean, you found it, so.
Yeah.
We
But
had more important things to do.
And on that note, our session is complete for today.
Yay!